Okay. That happened. Are we good? Hopefully. Da da da. Hold on. Let me get the dumb part straight. Baka baka. Right, save there. Okay, we're good now, you think? Well, Alex, you either think or you know. That sucked. Never again. So that means something inside PC was like messing around with it. Probably some program. I blame Ubisoft. Shoot. I realized I probably didn't save for a while. Oh, kill me. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, autosave.
Welcome.
A woman paces back and forth, her feet crunching on the soft red carpet. She gestures and mumbles to herself, shaking her head as she pores over her notes. She almost walks into you. Squeak. Here I am, looking so hard for answers in my research that I do not see the kiss standing in front of me. What do I do? Um, I like. I'm looking for an expert on awakenings. She laughs bitterly. That would be me. Though the lack of research subjects has made me more of an expert in counting floorboards, I would like to transfer Adamancy's success in bittersing pre-awakening souls to soothing those whose souls have already awakened. But I need subjects, and most of the patients here are too broken to produce reliable results. It is a tragedy I have to come so far for nothing. Well, you're in luck. I have a volunteer. She springs to the balls of her feet, beaming. Galère. Who is it? Olaf's lips curl into a frown. I don't know about this. She grins more broadly still. Don't be silly. The process is perfectly harmless. All you must do is stand in that cage. I beg your pardon? I jest. You Erden are so uptight. I do not even know what the thing is used for. It belonged to the last occupant of this office. Now they upgrade him to a cell. Again, I jest. She rubs her hands together, getting down to business. So I need you to sit here. She takes Olaf by the shoulders and steers him to the couch. And try to relax, but don't try too hard, then you won't be relaxed. Indeed, his eyes are humorless. And you must also wear these little cold but The cover will help conduct your essence. The animancers fasten the thick copper bands to Olaf's forehead and wrists. As she ratchets them tighter, his face twitches with suppressed irritation. Now I will examine your soul through my scope. She reaches into her desk and produces a long, chambered tube. Knobs, dials, and small toothed wheels run along the side of the device. It is fitted with Adria lens cut to different thickness and cavities. By manipulating them, I find the angle and the density that will allow me to track the anomalies in your soul. How exciting! I've never seen this sort of thing performed. Kana appears at the device with interest. It seems com- it seems suitably complicated. Does this mean we'll get to talk to Esmeralda more? I like the lady. His mind is full of hesitations, angles upon angles. Drawing him out of his own fears will be difficult. She raises a finger. But first, we must find this cutting interloper. You will answer some personal questions while I make adjustments. Yo, Kale, how's it going? Olaf squirms on the couch. Very well. She holds the scope to her eye and flicks a knob. To begin, tell me something personal. Something from a time before your awakening. There's nothing to tell. I was just a normal child living in Cuff Wood. He looks to you. His face is set in a frown, but his rigid edges of apprehension show through nothingness. What do you remember about your home? As you speak to Olaf, you feel your voice like a bell in your chest. It tolls softly, luring him into the mist of his own memory. While Sedge doesn't seem to notice anything, but you feel as if your words are soothing his essence, untangling its many threads. Bro, as homosexual? No, I have a wife. So, yeah. I'm doing good there, Kale. Just hanging out tonight. Finally fixed my microphone issue, so hopefully it stays that way. Yeah, it's alright. Waldo's not finding his way here. He closes his eyes. Comfortable, modest, quiet when mother is away, which is most of the time. Quiet enough to hear the click of grass on wood. This is when I know to be most careful. Father is good about hiding the bottles. Mother, when she is home, is good at pretending not to notice them. This is good. I'm starting to see something. Continue. Tell us about the time you awakened. She bites her tongue and twists one of the dials. I am in my 15th year of training. Mother is home. I can let my guard down a little because when she is around, he is usually only angry with her. But he has heard that I have had trouble casting missiles, that my shields are unstable. He is fierce that I have failed, and Mother's presence reminds him that he has failed too. Yo, welcome back, Kenny. The first blow takes me by surprise. One moment I am sweeping the kitchen, the next I am sprawling on the ground, stupidly looking at my flecks of blood on the tile. His boots, glistening with fresh polish, thud across the floor. He kicks me in the stomach and I curl up to shield my vitals. It is pointless. Protecting one thing only leaves something else exposed. Still huddled on the ground, I retreat as fast as I can. I retreat until the vision of the kitchen and my own trembling knees is nothing but pinprick against a field of black. Let's see. Here's saber normas. What? His jaw locks and his eyes twitch beneath their lids. Magnifico. August fiercely cranks the knob along her scope. She's hypnotized himself with his old memories. You've got to bring him out of it. Quickly, I almost have it. Let's see. You're safe, everything's fine. He's near safe when I hap upon him. August sucks a deep breath through her teeth. That's it! I'm seeing a shift in his essence. Something spreading, coggling. She glances at you over her scope. Keep talking. He seems to respond to you. What brought you here? Cracking bones and voices high in ear. The warm molasses feeling that grips down your gut when crisis is nigh. You speak Spanish? Sí, es más o menos. Mi esposa es peruviana. Spanish lingua primera. Mi esposa. Perfecto. We have flares of a total distinct essence. She jolts short-handed, notes on the page next to her, and turns one clicking knob of her scope. Now try to get the two of them talking. See, Esmeralda. Tell Olaf why you've awakened. Yeah. He's the one needing me, hiding his own bone bag like a turtle in its shell. Olaf's face twitches in fury. I never turned it over to you. Good. Yes, very good. She rests from her scribbling only to make another adjustment in her scope. I can now see two separate patterns of essence. Where he ebbs, the other flows. It's as if the awakened soul fills the space that he leaves empty. She prompts you with a circling of her wrists. Quill still in hand. Go on. See, Esmeralda, what are you exactly taking from him? Nay, more than I given. He should be asking wit I alt man of his, how the last time he laid a hand upon us. I bet it's in the three places. Olaf had jerks his side. That wasn't your decision. It's never been your decision. I was awakening, but now I am stuck with ye, and damn if I let your ninnying drag us both through the scrumpers. That's very good. She lowers her scope and consults her notes. I think we finally got something we can work with. I've tracked Esmeralda's essence through the exchange. She had particularly high density index during the most heated portions of the argument, and her essence seems to localize most clearly in the lower portion of the subject's left rib cage. That's right, around the spleen, which of course means that she is triggered by black bile. No doubt the subject's characteristics, melancholy is to blame. Olaf blinks back at you, and in the midst of his perturbation, you're not quite sure who's looking out his eyes. That's utter horseshit. Black bile, is that? Dave certainly spat their share. Karen studies Olaf's dubiously. It is a simpler explanation that I expect, all things considered. She glances at him. Yes, never mind my years of training. I suppose you have a better explanation? You're close. I think Esmeralda's appearances are related to potential source of trouble for Olaf. Belgies carefully scratches her jaw. She gazes darting between you and Olaf. I I suppose that could be true. She jots another note down. I've had to check this against other research. He removes the copper bands. Well, good for you, but what does that mean for me? Bella frowns at her notes, tapping her desk with a quill and making a grand show of concentration. However, you catch her stealing a glance at you over the pages. Hmm. Let's see. Esmeralda tries to take control from you when she thinks you can't face the problem on your own. She can't let. I feel it's number three. It seems that Ezra steps in when she determines that you're in danger. It's not clear yet whether this is a help or hindrance. From my position, I'd say it's clearly a hindrance. I've got a lot to process. Regardless, thank you for your help, Ivana Tickle. He does not look at Belages. She sets her notes on the desk and returns to her scope. Well, I hope this has been as useful to you as it has been for me. I finally have material worth publishing. You'll be the toast of revue for this Olaf. His grimace melts into a crooked smile. I, advancing the right wise principles of adamancy. Just what you've always wanted. As you turn to leave, you catch the darting movement out of the corner of your eyes. Elgaris is humming to herself, still occupied with her scope, but Olaf is holding her notes. He's just about to tuck them into his cough when he catches you watching. He holds a finger to his lip, his eyes imploring, please. I do not want my personal information published like this, especially not after nonsense. Huh. No, you get your explanation and she gets her research. That is the deal. He slides the paper back onto the desk, giving you a rueful look. My knight gonna help ye explain this one, scholar boy. Jerk. Hmm. I mean, hey, don't be hating. I mean, we're one step closer to a cure, which is good. So the soul comes out when he's in danger, it seems like. Or more than likely disagrees with him on something. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, Cinders of Faith. Yo, Fish! You beautiful human, how are you doing? Let's see. Oh, we gotta go back
Come now, it'll be fun.
to the
No,
palace.
Even just a single...
I'm not calling Isilmir out just so you can learn he'll speak. I'll write down a few words.
But how is RoboCop? You came at a good time, Keishi. We just Olaf just finished therapy. And he's gonna be famous. You killed a lot of people? Well, that just sounds like Detroit, if I'm not mistaken. Everybody gets shot in Detroit. As one man once said, it's your opportunity cost once in a lifetime. Alright, let's see if we can find the records. In the hall!
What?
Well, already talked to him.
If it...
I have RoboCop, I just need to play it.
Good day, stranger.
See anything? Darn it. Let's see. No. You become more famous. Because once you become famous, you become handsome. Once you become handsome, you get whatever you want.
Eh?
And yo, I ain't starting fights with the guards. Saint Oblivion. Right. Let's see. I've been summoned to Durin Row by Lady Webb, a reclusive woman who seems to know about me than I know about her. Alright, we gotta go to Brackenburg and see Lady Webb. Onward. But Kate, how is everything else going? I hope your dad's doing good.
No problem.
Dude, I mean, I challenged one of the noble lords. Well, I say challenged because he wants to take my land. A Stomet Sanctuary gift. Charred barrel. I think the spot's down here. What the deuce? As you near the apparition, you are overcome suddenly by a powerful anxiety that sits like a stone in your stomach. That feels is not quite real. The recollection of an emotion gathered rather than an emotion itself. It wrenches your insides nevertheless. The apparition's brow is tensed, a look of concern playing across its face.
The other missionaries say you have been neglectful of your duties.
My mind has been elsewhere?
Oh? And what troubles you?
You showing up out of nowhere? Making me look like a crazy person? The pain in your stomach deepens, and you feel for a moment as though you are about to be sick. Your mouth has gone dry. Forgive me, emissary. I wish I wish to leave the order. The man folds his fingers together and presses them to his mouth. Thoughtful.
You have been an apt student, and your convictions have inspired those around you. May I ask what has changed to make you feel this way?
Let's see. The people we intended to convert. No. Let's see. I've done something unforgivable. The apparition exhales slowly, and its lips press together. A sympathetic rapport, rapport in his eyes. It places its hand on your shoulder.
I see. And you would cast yourself out, is that it?
What I've done, no God would forgive me, would have me now. I must face myself.
If you believe that, then I have failed you as a teacher. There are many gods so that all people are looked after, no matter who they are or what they've done.
True, even the spaghetti monster.
The only ones who need fear anything are those who abandon their gods, thinking all is lost. But for those who beg help and forgiveness, the gods always provide.
Only for the deserving.
I will tell you the truth. There may be some among the gods who would see you punished. But after punishment comes absolution, redemption.
Yo, not for John Marston. He got shot down. In Red Dead. God, why is my throat so dry? Damn old man, making my throat dry.
Whatever stain there is upon your soul, the gods can wash it clean. But you must dedicate yourself to them in return. That is what makes one deserving. Will you return the faith they put in you?
The knot in your stomach seems to loosen all at once. The anxiety is replaced with something else entirely, something warm and soothing. And it is something you know you can never repay. As the vision fades, you start to become cognizant of the many odd looks immense aimed in your direction. Your last response echoes in your mind. I will. Okay, I'm getting some Inca Cola. This water sucks. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Water sucks. In case she is awesome. Chris had a really bad cold. Or is it? I think it was an infection. Not sure what it was.
Hail and well met.
An Orlane man is surrounded by books and scrolls. His weary hair stands nearly on the edge, and his ears pricked up as you approach. You carry whispers. Canoe. God, gilded veil, old voices. Wait, how do you know? The Orlane grins reveals a row of daggers pointing teeth. As a cipher, it is my job to know these things. You carry the whiff of ancients. What else do you know about me? His ears twitch downwards. Not as much as I would like, unfortunately. My duties for Lady Webb require me to focus my talents elsewhere. He regards a table piled with scrolls. Let's see. I was invited here by... Let's see, what brings you to Dundry Row? I was invited here by Lady Webb herself. Curran cocks his head to one side as if trying to get a better look at you. Forgive me, she does not take many visitors, but the ones she does invite are a fascinating lot. I have always marveled at her choices. Nothing in common to my eye, but her sight is far nearing than mine. I wonder what it is she sees. Actually, it looks as though you could use some of my help. So many secrets and tales in this city. You have to but turn a corner to find fresh trace of something stolen or someone missing. He flicks his ears. Unfortunately, we haven't the time to investigate them all. I am supposed to be working on other matters, but my mind still lingers on a few recent cases. Curse of a cipher, to be ruled by the whim of curiosity. Let me take a look at those cases. One case or three, depending on how you look at it. He taps his clawed fingers together. 3 weeks and a disappearance at the end of each. Some might call it a coincidence. I call it a clue. Lady Webb knows you, trusts you, so I shall trust you too, so long as our interests are aligned. I'll take a look at it. Where should I start? He grins, razor-tipped teeth showing between his lips. Copper Lane, Odin's Gift, and Brackenburg. Of course, to talk to the ones who reported the disappearances, the only ones who know enough to care. Laura, Oli, Elkag. Who's missing? 2 men, 1 woman. Landry, Kendall, and Cora. Tell me about Landry. Best ask Oli. He seems... Okay, you're not gonna help. Are you Lady Webb? No. Are you Lady Webb? Are you Squidward? It's okay. Take your time. God, none of these Squidwards are the real Squidward. Are you Lady Webb? No. Lady Webb will see you now. You know what? Screw it. I'm getting my inhaler. Let it out. Inhale it out. Damn being asthmatic. Ah, Lady Webb, or Wait, are you calling yourself Lady Web to avoid the copyright? The woman clutches a thick stack of parchment with spindly, wrinkled fingers, their flesh stretched thin to near turbulence with extreme age, a Groshem veil over pale blue veins, ink splotches and candle burns dot and stripe her hands like a quilt pattern after some great indescribable truth. She does not look up from her reading.
So, the messenger conveyed my summons. A miracle that would make the reincarnation of Aothis look like a child's cantrip, surely. It doesn't draw the most inspired minds, messaging. They failed me so many times of late, I nearly sent a cipher after you instead. So this is the Watcher who took over Cad Noir. Oh, don't look so surprised. It isn't an attractive expression. I wouldn't be where I am for long if I let details like that escape me.
This is exactly what I would picture Olaf's mother to be like.
I also know, for that matter, about your little excursion into an Engwithin ruin near Deerford that dear Woodens are absolutely forbidden to enter. What I am curious about is why.
I'm investigating a strange group.
Strange does not begin to describe them. The practices of the Leaden Key defy all reason. You're not the only one with an interest in their recent activities. I've lost 4 ciphers this year alone trying to get someone
Yikes.
inside their ranks. As it is, we only have our suspicions about who is in the group and what they intend, which I suppose means we have much in common with them. I asked you here because I wanted to know what your interest was in all of this. I thought perhaps we might help each other. Why are you looking for the Leaden Key?
See, one of their members caused my soul to awaken. I need him to reverse it? No. I ran across a man in one of the ruins. It is important I find him again. She closes her eyes, and the lids flicker. Then her face goes still, and her mouth parts, little more than a sliver, and her hand briefly drops open, spilling some of her parchment to the ground, the pages warping around her legs like the leaves of a dying tree. Her fleshy eyelids peel back, and her gaze is immediately upon you.
The gods are cruel, I'm afraid. The man you seek is Theos Ix Arcanon, Grand Master of the Leaden Key. One of the most elusive and dangerous men Eora has ever known.
See. What do you know about this Theos?
Because you have seen his face, and that makes it a simple matter for me to see it. You even happened to catch him in his ceremonial garb, it seems. Must have been a special occasion.
Cool? See, what can you tell me about him?
More than most, though very few would know so much as his name. And there is no way of knowing how much of what I've read is true. The Leaden Key dates back more than 2,000 years. If rumors are to be believed, Theos was the one who created it.
Damn, man gets around.
What scraps of evidence exist suggest that he has died many times, only to be reborn each time exactly the same man. Awakened during adolescence with all the knowledge and experience of all his lifetimes. The plots he orchestrates sometimes take hundreds of years to bear fruit.
Hundreds.
Needless to say, this is not the natural order of things. But he is said to be one of Woodica's favored, and that old bat was never one to let rules get in the way of favoritism. That may also explain another supposed gift of his. His body is no boundary to his soul, but he is known to take possession of others, if their souls are weak enough. Often it is for elaborate deceptions, but sometimes he simply forces them to kill themselves. He is not known for his generous supply of pity.
Somehow I have a feeling that he wants my soul now.
He is also not one to show himself in any but their most critical matters. If he has directly involved himself in whatever the group plots now, it may be your only chance to find him. And once you do find him, if you can find him, I would not hold my hopes too high if I were you. He is a driven, single-minded man. He will not have the slightest concern for your problems.
Actually, if he's been reincarnated, then he is not single-minded. He is multi-minded. How do you know so much about Theos?
The same way I come by all my knowledge. Exhaustive research, spying, bribery, perhaps some less savory measures. Whatever the knowledge demands, I pay in full. There is nothing. Unfortunately, with Theos, there is also nothing more scarce. He has covered his tracks far too well. His manipulations of the course of history are lost to time now, though I believe they were many.
See, what else is there to know about the Leading Key?
Precious little, I'm afraid. You may know much of it already. No one member knows the identity of more than a handful of other members. They are kept in the dark of missions they are not involved in, or sometimes of those they are involved in. They exist to hide secrets they themselves don't know. If you can imagine how gullible someone must be for that to appeal. Despite that, they are very good at what they do, owing much to their founder, who will take matters into his own hands when necessary. And he does not fail.
Well then, what do you want from me?
Keep me informed. The Leaden Key has been busy lately, and that is distressing news. I can only guess as to what they intend. You seem to have a knack for turning the stones they've crawled beneath. Keep turning them. Dunreed Row will not stop you. Whatever it is they're up to, figuring it out will be of great use to both of us. In your case, it will surely point you to Theos. In return, I will share our knowledge with you as we learn it, and provide you with what assistance I can.
Yo, very well.
If you find your trail has run cold, come to me with whatever you have. There is much I may be able to do for you.
There is something I can tell you about the Leading Key's operations.
Well, let's hear it.
The Leading Key is manipulating groups of Egnowithin's machines that span the country, and it seems to be causing the Hollowborn epidemic.
I had feared they might be involved in Widewind's legacy. It seemed too extreme even for them. How naive I've been. If we can learn more about their goals and methods, perhaps we can get the palace behind us. With Avar's support, we may be able to put a stop to this.
That is all. See other
Yes.
questions. Yeah. No.
Try your best not to die out there.
Geez, thanks, old woman.
How fares your search?
Yep, nothing new. Nothing new. Wow, so now we have an ally. I'll take it. Yo, better than that guy who tried to take back his house. Air quotes around his house. And not giving compensation. Nope. Odd man house. Okay. If anything, I want to do the final acts. Corin has told me about free ideas brothel in Andra's gift. Alright. No, I guess I gotta go to first fires and then Andra's gift. Oh. Well, no day like yesterday, as they say. Do. Alright, Andra's gift. To the house of many hard-working women. Shall we? You know, who's that weirdo? Abandoned house, somebody's house, Auda's house. I think we're going to... no. Auda's house? I think that's where we need to go. Nope. Not somebody's house. Maybe the salty mist? I don't know. A lot of these places don't scream brothel. But there is blood right there. And that man is dead. This man's fancy clothes are ripped and blood flown from a fresh cut above his eyes. He tries to push himself. His arms are shaking. He winces painfully. Help him up. Thank you. He gasps as he rides. My head. I can't believe they just attacked you in the middle of the street. Neither can I. He slowly stretches out one leg, grimacing at his scraped knee. It's a rough part of town, but the rabble's never been violent. Even at night, with Kai Wum isn't worth this. He limps away. Well, geez, guy. You're welcome. Not even a thank you.
Nothing like this in Gilded
I
Vale.
bet you aren't expecting to find
Well,
a
your
letter
mind
cloistered here.
distracts you.
A bastion
Hey.
of Deerwood culture.
Yikes.
Keep you.
Let's see, I want refreshments. And camping supplies. Alright.
Day to you.
What kind of trouble are you having? A frown ripples across her blue facial marks. The kind that's bad for business. Local rowlers have taken to harass my hard-working boys and girls, and our customers. They have started showing up after this rash hollowborn, and they've been driving my regulars away. Passionate too. She looks you up and down, scratches her chin. There aren't too many who care about what happens in this place like the gift, but word is you're an exception. The knights are too busy sniffing around Duke Aver to bother with us commoners, and I'd just as soon not deal with their bureaucracy anyway. Tell me how I can help. May draws you closer. These thugs tend to roam in groups, which suggests to me that these aren't random incidents. She places one large finger on your chest. You put a stop to these attacks and I'll find a real nice way to thank you. She winks. Got me. Olaf whips his hands on his robe, looking around. I would request that thanks in copper if I were you. Can I ask you questions? Shoot. What do you know about these attacks? She waves a hand at the door. You only have to step outside to see it for yourself. Those thugs out there are just waiting to cause trouble for anyone coming or going. She sizes you up. Maybe they would have let you pass, however. Let's see. See what I can find. Nope. Uh-huh.
Good day, stranger.
You're a local girl or a highlight? Let's see. She laughs, both gorgeous. What? These clever tongues of yours? How much? Score.
How do you do?
Nope. Not what I need. Not what I need.
Welcome.
His robes are torn and stained from vomit. He turns his eyeless face towards you, whipping his mouth. Come for a story. His speech is slurred and his voice ragged. I told all the best stories. He slaps his chest. It's my club anyway. What club? The club for refined and prestigious gentlemen. He prods your shoulders. Wait, if you don't know about the club, you must be... He heaves, catching his chest. Several precautionary seconds, he recovers. Where was I? Oh, you must be here about the ring. The ring. He shows it into his hand. You have to have that. Get into the lounge. He hiccups. They don't let just anyone in, you know. He wipes his hand on his sheared robe. It's the most exclusive club in Defiance Bay. He slaps you on the back. And whatever you do, don't tell them you're new or... He turns away, overcome by a fit of dry heaving. See, guard. No. Big Dumpsy. The Orlane man seems to walk with a slight limp. He doesn't say anything, but he stops and regards you with interest. What's wrong with your leg? He just laughs and shakes his head. How much? Dumpsy looks you up and down. He holds 5 fingers. Okay, if you say so. Oh. wasn't what I was... Hey! Definitely... Didn't think it was gonna lead to that. Well, that's an adventure for another day. Yeah.
Hail, traveler.
The Dwarven maid raises, what do you mean? How much? Ah,
Welcome.
fuck it. I've done it to everybody else in this place.
Gods keep you.
Yep, gotta spend that money on the hard-working woman. And men.
Greetings.
Yo, I wonder how much copper I'm spending. Nice ring. You may enter? Oh, they're both patrons. If you want to meet, go to... Who? Okay, somebody's hard at work. Hi. Club for Refined Gentlemen. The man looks down his nose at you. So you're a member, I see. Are you here for the exclusive club equipment? Show me your stock. I've been collecting the finest equipment for over a decade. I guarantee you won't find a superior collection. He has good stuff. Huh. It's a little better than what I have. What? Ooh. Crit multiplier. There's a resolve for that one. It's 5 and a 22. What? I'll take that. And I'll give him... Oh, shoot. Nope, I need that. Sweet. Here, you know what? Let's put that there. There we go. Well, I'll give that to him. Your head does nothing, but the ram horns look cooler. Let's leave it at that. $12 and $17. You know what? Let's get rid of the fine dagger. You know what? You have a spear. Somebody needs gold. Do I have any gloves? No. Somebody needs stuff. You need gloves and things. You know what? There. And you know what? Let's get rid of all the useless stuff. I won't lie, the shields look nice. My shield's better than your shield. There we go. Some mud. You know what? I don't think she... Okay. There you go. Not entirely in the poorhouse. Okay, let's get some stuff. That way you don't die. Because dying is not good. Okay, I guess we gotta go back to downstairs. Let's see what Tulips has to say.
Well met, friend.
Let's see. Are any of your regulars looking for work? Not what I mean.
Greetings.
Let's see. What can you tell me about this place? Nothing else. Hello, children. No. No. You know what? I wondered. Never mind. Maybe it's this guy. Gwen's eyes are red-rimmed and unfocused. He stares into a filthy mug as if searching for something. He shivers and takes another drink. Why don't you just take one of them stools over there? He swats at the air in your general direction. Nowhere else for me to go. Not with the wife in a state and my boy. His face freezes with stricken expression, and he turns back to the bar, muttering into his drink.
Hail, traveler.
Let's see. Ooh. He laughs. You must be new in town, dearie. She's only the most sought-after girl in the district. You want to spend time with her? Just ask. She's 1,000 for the night, but she's worth every pound. Or so they tell me. Alright. You'll find her upstairs in the quarters. She lays a large hand on your shoulder. Don't mind the burly fellows at the door. They're just there to make sure everyone has a good time. Okay. Maybe that's who we need to talk to. Oh, he's got... Yep, thank you.
Greetings.
Powder almost hides the circles under her eyes. A rogue dust her two prominent cheekbones.
Chicken, banana. Chicken, banana. Chicken, banana. Banana, banana. Chicken, banana. Chicken, banana.
Totally random. Despite all this, Cyril is beautiful. She favors you with a smile she has practice and perfected. Hello, stranger. Let me make you more comfortable. It is rather warm in here.
Hail, traveler.
Come back again.
Hey,
Oh, shoot. Didn't mean to select him. If I was an NPC. Wait, I need to go back. I have many, many questions.
Well met, friend.
Uh-huh. No, darn it.
Well met, friend. Hail, traveler.
Nope.
Hail and well met.
See, your new favorite brain rot? Oh, God, Alex. What have they done? Oh, there he is. The man is at a table by himself. He is constantly glancing at the opposite bench.
Chicken, banana. Chicken, banana. Chicken, banana. Banana, banana.
The man is at the table by himself, but he is constantly glances at the opposite bench as if waiting for someone. He reeks of alcohol, and he moves with the torpor of someone who's gotten used to spending most of his time drunk. Table's saying goodbye to another one. He spreads his elbows on the wood and pulls his drink between them. I got questions about legendary. His face twists into a confused cowl. What's it to you? I need an answer. Let's see.
Could I have some chocolate milk?
Let's see. Legendary was your friend. The least you can do is answer a few questions. Bully's eyes are warily. Yeah, fine. You don't have to get your small clothes in a knot about it. So, what is it you want to know about Landry? Yo, tell me about Landry. He spent most of his time here, drinking with me. Tells you enough, doesn't it? He takes a gulp of his drink and shrugs. He didn't volunteer details. I didn't ask, but he had a working man's hand and a working man's taste for drink. When and where did you last see Landry? Right here, getting drinks with me. He slaps the spot on the bench, just like we have every night for the last 5 years. I couldn't actually tell you much about him, and I think he preferred it that way. He frowns at the rough wood grain of the table. It's probably why we got on so well. Plenty of things we didn't talk about. Anyway, I remember that night because he said things were finally turning around. He was going to find a steady job, clean up, have another crack at the respectable life. I told him in that case he could buy the drinks. He traced the rim of his cup. That's when she showed up. Who's this woman you're talking about? A sly smile stretches across his face. A real fancy lady named Lumdala. He taps his head. I don't remember much these days, but I remember her. Usually you have to pay a month's cop to spend time with a woman like that. But Lamdala, he shakes his head. She was falling all over Landry that night. Left with him, too. Where did Landry and Lamdala go? A gruff laugh rattles his throat. She said they were going on to see some frilly performance. If you ask me, they had their own plans to perform that night. He makes an obscene gesture and grins. She just said they had to pick something up at her house in Copper Lane first, some cozy little place by the northern gate. He picks up his cup. Even a drunk like me knows what that means. For what it's worth, she said she earns her coin over at the amphitheater in Copper Lane. That's where she said they were going to see their show. Maybe someone saw him there. That's all we need to know.
Chicken jockey!
Only nods, right. Let me know if you find him. Yeah, because that bastard owes me a round if he's found the good life. Alright. We're going to the amphitheater, baby. Alan, why is my nose running again? Ah, good stuff. Copper Lane, here we go. We spent probably way too much money at that brothel. And I'm not talking about the good stuff that we got for our one companion character. Alrighty. I think that's the amphitheater, if I'm not mistaken.
We're rich!
We're not rich anymore. I mean, we're steady enough, which is good. Let's see, audience member. Oh, I'm so funny. Lamdala herself. The statuesque woman has a gaze that could cut stone. She turns her chiseled cheekbones to the sky and favors you with a look of acknowledgement. Her eyes shimmer under silvered eyes shadow, and a razor pierce
This stream was brought to you by Poor Decision.
line of coal. Before you can speak, she throws her hands up in a dramatic fashion.
Good day, stranger.
Autographs after performance. Great art requires great concentration, and greatness is expected from the revel of stars. Molly said his friend Landry was last seen with you. Oh no, let's have a big laugh. Men drunk in Odra's gift. Men flatten themselves when it comes to the attention of beautiful women. The paladin knight herself could waltz into that bar, and he'd believe she was there to sit on his lap and listen to Broadry's stories. Paladin knight. I courted her once. She hated being called that. I trust his word more than yours. He has nothing to gain by lying. Her nose wrinkles. Nothing to gain, but a little tavern hall admiration. The men there complete with tales of conquest they can only dream of. But you clearly found his performance convincing enough. I coned her sort, nigh to be trusted. I suppose I can spare a moment for a fan. What do you do? Nothing important. Does Rose take any new members? What kind of membership do I get? Nope. Nope. Wait, why are we sitting in the stands? Ollie told me a whooping on lockdown with last saw her in her home somewhere near the northern end of the district. Ah, I have an idea. Yo, what the deuce? Yo, assassins! Yo, what in the creed is this?
Let's end this!
Yep, grab his meat and twist it. Now, what the heck happened there?
Got it.
Oh well. Show them. Alright, obviously she can't look at what we're doing. Alright. She's at the theater. You know, why are there bunk beds? Oh, hello. Huh. Okay. Somebody's definitely hiding something in there. Ah. Hey, what is it? Oh. Where are the mad kept in Defiance Bay? The only place around here that takes them is Banquickbury Sanitarium. I've heard they can treat your soul there, take the madness away, but there's just as many stories coming out of that place that'll chill your bones. There's a man, if you want to talk to him, Elitha Moore there. He's head warden. If you're visiting or checking yourself in, he's the one to talk to. I'm looking for a neighborhood with a tower. It's here cemetery. Best you stop looking. That place you want is Heritage Hill. You can see the tower over the district walls out that way. Just points to the northwest. But something happened there. They don't let people in anymore, and none of the knights want to be posted anywhere close to it. Steer clear if you know what's good for you. Well, obviously the knight didn't help here. Oh. Three days, 4 hours. What? Let's go to the Goose Box. We'll stay the night there, and then we'll ask around the streets. Feel like that's probably our best decision right there. Wait a minute. Darn it.
Good day to you.
Room. Okay, it has to be daylight outside. My god, is there any way to change night and day in this? No. No. Just Car's no help. Well, he's no help in this quest. Should rephrase. Yo, what the deuce? Okay, that happened. No. No.
Ya, hazte another one.
Okay. Commerce talk. Maybe this guy. No. Honey. Like, ugh, kills me. Think that stupid key.
If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for them.
Darn, that honey was good. Never beat some good old honey for your throat. See, the dwarves no help. Hello. Hey, somebody threw it out. Huh. Question is, how do we even get said proper key? There's gotta be something I'm missing. Broken branch, no. Commoners, no help. You help?
Greetings.
Nope. Nobody here help. There's gotta be something I'm missing.
Welcome.
We've been to Northwest. Ah. Darn it.
Gods keep you.
Looking into disappearance, I heard your sister has gone missing. Nora's voice dropped to a whisper. I didn't think anyone would help me. When Cora disappeared, I tried Dunran Row, Crucible Knights, and even dozens here. She points her thumb at a large building behind her. No one had the time to look for a missing girl. He bites her lip. That was 3 weeks ago. Tell me about Cora. She's my younger sister, always had a head full of dreams. She was convinced there was something special waiting for her, that she'd remember and happy and important. Laura shakes her head. She's got plenty of heart, but none of the commitment to match. Still, when she got that theater job, I thought she was about to turn it around. What was Cora doing around the time she disappeared? She just gotten into an acting troupe called the Laura's brows knit. You know this concentrate? Ah, the Revel of Stars, that's it. When and where did you last see your sister? She was at our house, getting ready for her big performance. That was 3 weeks ago. Did you see Cora with anyone else when she disappeared? She was very sociable. She always enjoyed crowds. I'm afraid I can't narrow it down beyond that. It's all good for now. Laura puts both her hands over her heart. You don't know how much this means to me. Just to know that someone's actually looking for her. Anything else I can help you with? Ah. Okay, back to the theater. Wait, there was one more person. Huh. Interesting.
I wonder what this is.
Oh, hello. Spider?
Hello.
Let's see, I was wondering if a woman named Cora was part of your group. Focus on the length of her fingernails. That's odd. Her sister said she was part of the Revel of Stars. Maybe, but what would I know about it? My work requires great focus and attention. She flicks her fingertips in frustration. I don't have time to coach every young amateur who joins our troupe for a week. Alright. We're missing one person. The question is who? We need to go back. I think... No, we went to the wrong place. Shucky ducky. I know where we need to go. Yeah. I think we need to go to Brackenberg. Your hands feel so smooth. Gotta talk to that guy one more time. Because all signs point to the troop, and the only person that point us in the direction is just like, none of my business. I'm here. Pretty, fancy. Oh, I can act. I'm an actress. Yeah, we're... Funny I can remember
Greetings.
him. You're busy with... I have questions about the missing people. See who's missing. Landry, Kendall, Cora. Did you find any leads? Not yet. No obvious connection between the victims, which makes me wonder so. He runs his hand along the length of one ear. Could be amicably related. Researchers always need subjects. Sure. We need to go to Brackenberg. And we're already here. Which is good news for us. No. The only thing is we gotta find the person now. The question, though, is where? Nope, nope. 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 Tavern? No, they're just memories of the past. Come on, we need something here. See a young elf dressed in gaudy robes that he said joke. I know. In gaudy robes that he seemed ready to cast off. He picks at a heavily brooch sleeve and continuously adjusts the gold chains around his neck. He looks up at you. Did she send you to run me out of town? You can tell her I'm not going anywhere without that medallion. I told Suri I wouldn't let her sell it. If that's what you're here about, then save yourself the trouble. What are you talking about? He relaxes. If you have to ask, then you're obviously not here to shake me down. Certainly, Curtis over at the Salty Mass in Ogre's Gift. We've been working together for over a year now. I find a noble with more money than sense. Fill him up with liquor and send him her way. They have a good time, and Cyril takes her fee and a little extra. Go on. He rubs his fingers. 100 coppers here, a trinket there, and there's a bounty for us. And these lords and ladies never notice anything missing? Go on. Anyway, we always split the bounty until a week ago. He squeezes his lips into a tight frown. She takes a necklace off of some noble. Its Enwin medallion damn near priceless. That relic is sacred to my clan, and she won't part with it for any sum I could afford. He tugs at the gold chain around his neck, and even if I wanted to, I couldn't go home without it. Tell me more about your situation. He picks at the hem of his sleeves. What do you want to know? Why is the medallion so important to you? I grew up in Gaffin and Shattering Spear clan. We Gaffins have protected the Igarath ruins for thousands of years. It's the only duty the gods ask us in exchange for freedom to live as we please. He fidgets with an emerald ring on his pinky, but treasure hunters looted the ruins in our territory, and we left the wilds we dwindle in for generations. Most of my clan mates scattered to towns around Direwood, and probably live on the crust of bread. He looks at his embroidered robes with disgust. Restoring his medallion to the ruins would earn us the gods' forgiveness. The shattered spear could go home. This is all rather fascinating. A single medallion to earn the gods' favors, so to return home? It reminds me of a story I heard somewhere. Let's see. You seem like you have an... let's see. You're both a couple of cheats. You finally get what you deserve. Good riddance. What would you possibly understand about what Sarah and I have worked for? He waves his hand. I don't need help from an outsider like you. Well, joke's on him. He just gave up the whole game. Huh, maybe this guy knows. Thinking you're a part of... Oh, it's you. It's good to see you well. We had a few rough days here, but then we found this place, and they were kind enough to hire both of us. Things have been wonderful. I can't tell you how much we appreciate what you've done. Yay, karma.
How do you do?
Show me the menu. See, 3 of those. Gotta get rid of all this useless stuff. And trade. See, noble. That's right, I forgot about L1. I mean, left bumper. So nice how one quest is really leading to another. Mode de gesture. Oh, pirates! Beth watches you, though coal-rimmed eyes. She puts her hand on the hilt of her blade, jangling the jewels that hang from her wrist. We don't know each other, stranger. Best we keep it that way. What brings you to the charred barrel? Mara raises her eyebrow. What's it look like? Good wine and a little peace and quiet. She flips her a copper coin with her thumb, and Sarah doesn't ask too many questions. You don't seem like locals. I'm a sailor. Whatever. Probably gonna encounter you later. God, excuse me. Let's see, what about down here? I haven't explored that place. Bandit, bandit, bandit. Bandit leader. What the deuce? Sus. It's probably the best word for this. Alright, the person we're looking for is not here. Plants. Thank you. Oh, more plants. There they are.
Well met, friend.
The storewoman is dressed and perfumed like a member of nobility, but her sun-reddened skin and sweat-stained outfit suggest that she's been out here for quite some time. Afraid I don't have the time just now. I'm investigating Kendall's disappearance. Her eyebrows rise. That little Olin finally got serious about this case, eh? Jordan Rowe is strapped for resources at the moment, so Kieran sent me. Well, I'm glad someone is on it. She rolls her eyes. Anyway, I'll tell you whatever I can. What do you need to know? Tell me about Kendall. What to tell? He was a pretty young lad. Not the brightest of the bunch, but always pleasant company. How do you know Kendall? Emmerich smirks. We met up from time to time over the past few months. It was just a fling, really. Wasn't going to last. She picks at the corner of her sleeves and looks away. He was a little fool, but a sweet little fool. What was Kendall doing before he disappeared? She laughed sadly. The worst blazing retention of the general speech from the window of the wood that I've ever heard. She shakes her head. I love that fellow, but he was a tragic failure. Yet somehow he managed to get in with an acting troupe. When and where did you last speak to Kendall? A week ago. He came back to my house for a bit of fun. Afterwards, we fell asleep, and when I woke up, he was gone. No note, nothing. Have you noticed anything different about Kendall lately? He started hanging out with a bunch of actors. Seemed right, except for that woman. She scowls. That woman with her long, willowy legs and slender arms always came around wearing these low-cut dresses and impossible shoes. What was her name? Her expression hardens. I don't know. I never cared to learn it. She uncrosses her arms and lets them slowly fall to her side. I didn't realize it might be important. That's all the questions I have right now. If you think of any more, you know where I'll be. Alright, back to the Copperlands. That's for some good old justice. Alright. Now we can finally do stuff. Alright, almost there. I want to know what's in that house.
Hello.
I really should spend this time getting into character. I'm looking for Kendall. Apparently, he joined your group. No experience, terrible actor. Sound familiar? She narrows her silvered eyes. I'm not sure who this Kendall is or why you would align our talent, but rest assured that we have a process for invoking a satisfying performance from even the most inexperienced players. Surely there's someone else you could ask about all this. I'm but a humble actor. You're connected to 3 recent disappearances that you claim to know nothing about. What else do you expect me to say on the subject? She sighs and turns her face to the sky. If you excuse me, I have a performance to attend. The young man steps up next to you, his gaze fixed on the other actors, his voice low. Meet me in Landala's house. I know what's going on. He claps his hands and whistles at the other actors. Well, indeed. What's in the house? Taxes collected. Oh, it got more money, though. Damn bandits. Soon my walls will be built, and everything will be great. And soon the shops will flow. And everything, once again, totally great. Only the best. Only the best. Oh, wait, did he say in the house, or... Oh, there he is. A young man appears before you, trembling and excited. I saw you with Lamdala, by the amphitheater. Look, I don't know what your business with her is, but I want out of this mess. I just came by to grab my things. Just let me leave, all right? Take a breath, calm down, tell me what's going on so I can help. He nods, filling his lungs. Thank you, but there's not much time. Lamdala's out to get me, and I need to get out of here. Maybe out of the city. The Kandal reaches slowly into a satchel and produces a small key. This opens the door behind you. There's a passage in there leading down to a theater. He shudders. It's easier if you see it for yourself. He licks his lips. Since I've helped you, I want your promise that you'll leave my name out of this. Olive leans over. I'm not sure this poor fellow is worth the time. We should stop Lumdala before she gets wind of us. All I care about is preventing another disappearance. What you did before this is irrelevant to me. But thank you and good luck. He doesn't look you in the eye.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
The work of a moment.
Oh, shiny. Nope. Nope. Alright, let's see what's in this theater. It's magical theater. I'm taking that. A simple silken scarf is crumpled on the filthy flagstones. Essence radiates from it like heat, and the closer you get to it, the more you feel a confusing mixture of joy, surprise, and pain. Pick up the scarf. You hold the scarf and focus on it. The world around you shifts. Something about you shifts too. The smooth fabric is still in your hands, but you're in a small yet cozy home, and Laura is looking from the scarf back to you, asking if you like it. She's smiling because the answer is written on your face. That was 4 years ago, but you still wear the scarf on days like today. After all, you wore that first day you met the actress with silvered eyes. So, who's to say it won't bring you luck again tonight? It's nestled around your throat, soft and warm and comforting. You're halfway through the third act, and you feel the audience's eyes on you, hungry and intensive. You were nervous at first when that woman brought you down here. You wonder what kind of show you'd signed up for, but this has gone better than you could have hoped. You reached the end of your monologue, and the scarf tightens around your neck. It chokes the final line from your throat, which is embarrassing. But your debut was going so well. But when you tried to pull the scarf away, it only tightens further. You're confused, and you look at the audience, expecting someone to rush to your rescue. Then you see their eyes, that hungry and attentive look, and you understand. The stage fades to black. The scarf falls from your neck and flutters to the ground. But Coruscant lingers stuck between a familiar token and a question. It wants to know but it wants to retreat. You had your sister's love and courage to follow your dreams. Take comfort that as you find your way to the next life. The soul glows with warmth before fading back into the fabric of the scarf. Umdala emerges from the shadows, her silvered eyes glowing in the darkness. Well, well, if it isn't our friend from Dunrin Row. What do you want? She gives you an appraised look. I have a proposal. And I have doubts, but I suppose it couldn't hurt to hear the details. I'm listening. I stage my performance for certain wealthy patrons. One in particular would be a valuable catch. You agreed to a truce, and I'll give you his name. Explain why this deal is better for me. Don't be naive. You're a woman of principle. You want to help Defiance Bay, don't you? Save its people from those who would prey on them. Think of it this way. I feed a demand. I'm offering you the man whose money and connection made my performance possible in the first place. All right, do it. Excellent. The man you're looking for is Lord Gardaman. Find him in Blackenberry yourself or report him to the authorities. It makes no difference to me. Now, it's time to make our exit. I've got an even more dramatic ending in mind. Two birds, one stone.
How may I help?
What? Levaru.
Right. Right. Let's get them.
Let's go.
Dumb actors. Should join a guild. And also, now they gave us the person. It can only end one way for them. Alright, I assume she won't be holding any more special performances. Lamdala told me the foremost patron, a black and very noble by the name of... Oh, no, but I could also confront him myself. Nah, let's give this to the proper authorities. The person asked me to do the job, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. My story, and I'm sticking to it.
Bring back the feisty one. There's a woman can do some damage squeezing her legs together.
I'll just leave it at that. Are we there yet? You there yet? There we go. You forgot about fast mode. Alright, where's our boy that we were helping? His mind at ease.
Greetings.
Back with news, perhaps. I found the missing people. Yes, you've been all over Defiant Space since we last spoke. His alert eyes search you. What did you find? They're all murdered. A woman named Lamdala killed them as part of her performances. Actually, let's go with this one. A lot, actually. A woman named Lamdala has been staging performances in which actors are murdered. Lord Guardman is one of her most prominent patrons. He hissed. Something big, I knew it. I'll send my men after them right away. Things got messy, I'm afraid. Curran's brows furrow. Most unfortunate. No doubt they could have enlightened us with many intriguing connections. We'll just have to gather what we can from any remains you've left. You've been a resourceful investigator, and your shrewdness has helped resolve a most troublesome case and saved many lives, I'm sure. Glad I could help. As am I. And after all you've done for us, you deserve compensation. Finding those people wasn't easy. Surely my help was worth more than that. I'm authorized to give you a little more. Kieran scratches behind his ear. Without your help, this would have sat on the books for a very long time. Hey, my reputation went up. That settles that. Alright, so I think tomorrow we should do supply and demand. So you know what, we'll save right now. Everybody, have yourself a great night. We'll definitely continue this tomorrow. Till then, rest easy, stay cheesy, and have yourself a wonderful night, and don't party too hard.